It has been a big year for our fire department with the opening of Station 707 in Blue Horizons and the bond passage. Fire Chief Jake Rhoades, what does this bond passing mean to the fire department?
With the opening of 707, that was a big move for our department. The increase in service can be realized right away. Now we go into the bond and the support that we get to open 2 more stations, look at public safety training grounds, and also public safety administration, both of which we desperately need.
Where does that, I know that all of our departments are on that automatic aid, so they're responding all over the city and in adjacent areas.
Absolutely.
Where do the calls that 707 would generally go? Or what does the call service need in the area?
So really, that was being serviced, that Blue Horizons area was really being serviced by 702 out on Rainbow Road and even 703 up in Verrado. So that's what makes a tremendous impact right away in response times and everything else. And now the bond comes, the Victory Fire Station. The Victory Fire Station will go at the intersection of Acacia and Indian School Road, right there on the north side. That land is already acquired. We're already moving. We've actually already we're in the process of selecting architects for that and Fire Station 706 in West Park. So both those projects are moving rather rapidly.
I think just from a geography standpoint, there's probably a lot of people that don't understand how far north Verrado stretches and Victory stretches. Maybe talk a little bit about that.
If you look at the last 8 years and the density in that northern area of Verrado, which is we kind of affectionately call the Victory development, there's all kinds of neighborhoods up there, but it has grown so much, not only residentially, but commercially. And so we've taken in a lot of calls to the north and the east, and Goodyear will be building to our east as well. Again, we're part of that automatic aid system. So really we're responding in and out of the city. And again, similarly, that Victory area was covered by the Verrado station. We take in all that area, and that Verrado station can only do so much. So it's a welcome need in that area.
And that Verrado station is at essentially Thomas Road.
Yes.
This will be built at Indian School, and Victory stretches all the way up to basically Glendale Avenue.
It does. Yeah. It does. We go north. That station also does a lot of mountain rescues, and so we'll put our TRT unit likely at that station. Because that Verrado station, again, goes south. It goes on to the interstate quite a bit for accidents and things like that. So that'll be more committed to that north area. Again, all part of that continuous system that we operate in the Phoenix Metro.
Yeah. Tell me a little bit about the excitement probably with the crew that's at the West Park station and going from what's essentially a double-wide trailer to a full-on unit.
When you say essentially a double-wide trailer, it is.
It is.
And it sits right in the West Park Elementary School parking lot since 2008. A temporary fire station that took a little bit longer. But I can say one thing about that crew, those are some of the tightest crews that we have, basically because they're living on top of one another. It's a great area for us in growth in that we can kind of get out of that school parking lot. And if you're familiar with that area, you got school zones, you got roundabouts, you got other things. So the addition of that 706 station, we're actually looking at land out of the West Park development west of the Miller and Broadway intersection, which will give us more access to big roads, faster access throughout the community, which will be fantastic. They not only serve West Park, but the entire community.
Yeah, and still great response times within West Park, but now able to serve that entire region.
Yeah, fantastic. Fantastic location. We're moving through that right now. Again, that architect is part of we're doing both architects at the same time. They'll probably offset, like I said, we have the land for the Victory Fire Station. The West Park, we're working through that right now. The legalese on the donation and development that goes with that. So.
Yeah. So it really is a big time for our fire department. As we grow as a city, we continue to grow these stations and grow personnel with 707, with the Victory Fire Station and the West Park Fire Station. Actually, West Park's already staffed, but we also have coming on the Teravalis station, which is paid for by the developer initially. That's a lot of additional firefighters and employees that we're bringing into fire. Maybe speak a little bit to how many people we're hiring from 707 through these next two.
So with the approval of the Teravalis CMP, the development agreement, we've actually, the next day, we made 15 job offers. We're sending 9 of those will go through Academy in the next month. 6 of them are laterals, so we'll bring them right on to where their first year, they'll be on probation and we'll stand up that engine in 1 year. So there's 15 personnel right there. The Victory Station, again, this time next year, we'll be hiring for them. So that when that Victory Station opens, we're projecting 2 years, a year of design, a year of construction, that will be staffed for that. So there's 30 people. We're looking at ladder staffing. We're also looking at a 2nd battalion in this coming year, because one thing you got to realize, over our 640 square miles, we got to have an incident commander or battalion chief. So we're trying to open that the West Side Battalion, not just for incident response, but whenever you talk about we're hiring 30 new people, 52% of our people are under 5 years of service, which means we need that mentor, that coach, that adult as we grow our city that can provide that development for our other folks. It's a great problem to have, because we have great people that are stepping into those roles of development, leaders, and everything else. And it's great to have the support, not only the community, but city leadership and elected officials. It's a great time to be in Buckeye.
Yeah. So overall, within, say, the last year, moving through the next 2 years, there's probably 45 new employees, probably more than that.
Probably closer to 60.
60
yes,
in the fire department.
Yep. And that just, of course, it all goes with growth and funding. But when you're opening those stations and doing that, it's an exciting time. But it's also the challenges that come, the fun challenges that come with that as well.
Right. And that takes more administration and more training and so a bigger at the top scenario. Tell me then what the public safety training facility and admin facility means for you guys.
Absolutely. So if you look at both police and fire right now, most of our training, we're going out. We're going to Glendale, Phoenix, other locations around. We're sending our crews out. So having a dedicated training facility that meets our needs closer means more frequent training, more reliability. You can just get on those, because as Buckeye growing, so is the entire West Side. So the demands on Glendale Regional Public Safety Training Center, Gripstick. The demands to get in there it's challenging right now. So that's that in itself. But you mentioned support staff. Our administration office right now, we can't add another person unless it's in a cubicle in the back, and it's crowded. And like you say, we're adding, when I got here, we were just over 100 personnel. We're 151 with the addition of these 15 we just hired. So that increase needs that support personnel, additional training staff, additional EMS staff, just administrative support to manage field operations. So there's a lot there. And so the public safety admin building is a welcome need for us. But I know for Chief Sanders, he also needs it, because they operate out of, I think, 6 facilities, and gets them a little more localized. And it's also a recruitment retention tool when you think about it. Having those facilities and having those being self-contained, and the support goes a long way in recruitment retention for both of us. So right now, this coming year, although building those is a few years out, we're already going through the design, needs analysis, and everything in this coming year. So we're ready to pull the trigger when it's funded, which is exciting.
Yeah, very exciting. Yeah. And I think there's some still discussion going on where exactly that lands, what piece of property, and there's no shortage of options for that.
That's 100% true, and that you can think about how the city's growing. So where do we build now versus where do we grow when the city projects out 15 years from now? So that's part of the next year's process, is really try to secure that land. Securing land in Buckeye, we have a few options, a couple partnerships we're looking at with some school systems and other things that I think could really yield some good results, not only for the public safety side, but for the school sides, the education side as well.
Well, Chief, we're so proud of our fire department, and we think you're doing a fantastic job. Thank you for everything that you guys are doing, and responding to calls and flying the airplane while we're building it here, basically. You guys are doing a phenomenal job, and we really appreciate you all.
Well, I appreciate it. I appreciate all the support that we get every day. So thank you, sir.
Thank you, Chief. Buckeye's future has never been brighter. With smart planning, strategic investments, and the support of our community, we are building a city where families and businesses can thrive. Thank you for being a part of Buckeye's incredible journey. Stay connected and learn more on our social channels and BuckeyeAZ.gov. We're just getting started.